Adventures.
Greetings all, it's Chuke here from Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, today I wanted to address one of the urban legends we have up here in Alaska, and that is that a good old 223 5.56 can take out a large brown bear or grizzly bear. Now here we have a B&T APC Pro 223. I did order a tail hook mod 1 for it, so I'm very excited about that, but I'm having a blast setting it up. I am going to put a can on it, but could this be a reliable hunting tool to take out a huge, dangerous game animal like a brown bear? I will be the first to say that it is not ideal. Of course, you want something bigger. If you had an AR and 450 Bushmaster or something like that, that would be better, but it has been done over and over. I'll never forget the forum. It was about 8 years ago. Big internet argument happening up here. It was all Alaskan guys. Oh, you're an idiot. You could never, kill a bear with an AR-15. You're insane. It didn't happen. And this guy had enough of it, and he just showed the picture. He's like, this is the brown bear I killed with my AR-15. He had skinned out the head. It was a massive brown bear skull, and there was a hole blown right in the center of its forehead about that big. And, he probably had some TTSX or something like that. And it did the job in one shot. Now, there is that saying that whatever, you can kill a brown bear easily, but it's still going to have 30 seconds to a minute of blood pumping through its veins, through its heart, where it's going to rip you apart. It's not going to die right away. That's why we use 12 gauge slugs. And I've always said that's the ideal round to take down a huge bear. However, with right shot placement, it can be done. And the proof for that is all the people in rural Alaska where milk's $10 a jug, a loaf of bread's $10, a gallon of gas, everything's $10, and it's very difficult to live up there. So what a lot of people do is get old surplus rifles. They may have an old Colt AR-15, and then they're just getting ball ammo. That's right, ball ammo, and they're crating it in bulk, and that's what they hunt with. There's a lot of people that do that. Now, this all being said, I will say that a AK-47 and 7.62 by 39 is going to be a better round against bears. But one of the other examples I was going to give is the guy in 2013 on the Russian River. He got in big trouble, but he took down a pretty big brown bear with his AK-74, and of course that is the 5.45 round, very similar to 223 and 5.56, and he took this bear down with 13 shots. Now, some people say it was charging. I don't believe it was. It was just one of those bears hanging out down by the river that was fishing along with everybody else. Now, it was a sow with some cubs, so maybe it did charge. I think he just got frightened by its close proximity and just took it down with this rifle. But, I mean, that's basically a 223, and it did the job. Now, one thing, people will continue to scoff at me saying this, oh, the 223 is not going to do anything. However, we have proved that these Glock 10 millimeters, especially this summer and fall, have taken out big grizzly bears and brown bears. It happened in Kodiak. It happened in Wyoming and Montana. It happened in Idaho. And it just keeps happening. And, that's 10 millimeter. I believe it's proven itself as a defensive cartridge. Not ideal, but you can get shots off quickly, and it has worked against very large bears. Now, the kinetic energy and the foot-pounds of energy out of a 223 dwarf that of the 10 millimeter, way more power. So if you're going to tell me, yeah, I'll accept that a 10 millimeter works against these bears, but 5.56 will not. well, it doesn't make any sense. The 5.56 absolutely will do the job. The only consideration I would have is to make sure, of course, that it's sighted in, but that your rifle is reliable, because as we all know, sometimes AR-15s do have problems and they will jam. And so you need to make sure you have it cleaned, lubed, and make sure it's a good one, that it's running reliable for you, because you don't want to be charged at the last minute and have a jam. That's why I say AK-47 would be better, just because they are much more reliable when it comes to malfunctions. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I do think 5.56 is a great cartridge if you need it in a pinch. Some people have used it for bear defense. I say if that's all you have, yes, it will work. Obviously, you want something bigger. 45-70, 12 gauge with slugs is the best. 308's way better. AK-47. But if all you have is an AR-15, it can save your life, and it has done so many times for other people, and other people have taken out very big bears. I mean, you look at the poachers in Africa, what do you think is the main weapon they use? They use an AK-74 many times, and they have taken out both elephant and rhinoceros with a round equal to the 223 5.56. So that's my point. It's got great kinetic energy, and you can take down large game. So let me know what you guys think. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time. Guaranteed.